Welcome back, Nerd Herders. We're back with another episode of Dimension Zero, and today we are going to start a new quest line, actually. I want to try it out. I've never tried this before. This, PSI something? PSI, I think is what it's called. I know we're working on other stuff at the moment, or before, but I keep wanting to try this, and I never get into it, and it's got to be pretty cool. I mean, look at it. It looks pretty cool. So, the first step in becoming a great technomancer is to get your own casting assistant device assembler. With this device, you'll be able to turn your blank CAD into working ones and later configure them to your heart's content. But to actually make it usable, you will also need to have at least the basic components to the CAD, or you won't even be able to fire one spell out of it. You will need a core, a socket, and batteries. Some batteries. Okay, sorry. It was the dark blue is hard to read. On my, I changed the theme, so that would be why. Added to it during assembly or reassembly. But I will tell you more about them once you make the spell programmer as well. So, if you ever get stuck doing the tutorial, use the command psi unlearn. All right. So first, we're going to make the CAD. So we need iron, pistons, and a diamond. Well, we know where the iron and diamond are. Pistons are probably down here, but we'll go get those first. It is nighttime. I don't know what everybody's doing outside, but... Oh yeah, barrier stone. Pardon me. Oh, you know what? I think there's pistons up here, in there. Those are sticky pistons. Nope. Alright, let's go down here. Do I have this turned down or something? Is it turned down really low? Maybe? Oh, it is. I wonder if there was something loud going on. Who knows? Oh, I can look. That's right. There's exactly 2 pistons, which is how many I need. Alright, so let's make this device thingy a CAD assembler. We're going to take it down here. I don't think it needs power, but I don't know for sure, so we're going to take it down here just in case. Oh, I got too close to the wire, didn't I? There we go. Okay. There we go. That one's done. Now, let's go back one. Okay, unwieldy CAD, simple wings. What's simple wings? Fairy dust. I heard about a technomancer and a dwarf who researched a way to grow wings. I think they wanted to simply prove to the elves that they aren't the only ones who can do this. After many failures, they actually managed to do it. It needed materials. It needed many materials. One of them was from the elusive fairy dust ore. I think if you can master both arts, you could do it. So it's only in the overworld and it's really, really low. I don't think we have any. But you get a full spectrum CAD colorizer. I wonder what that does. I'm assuming color or something. Okay, iron CAD. So we need to make an iron CAD. Iron, diamonds, again. I don't know how much iron we have left. I need to go put away all this crap I have too. Pardon me again. I'm sorry. Well, the iron went somewhere, so let's see where it went. Oh, it did go up there. Okay. Oh, and down... Oh, here. Oh, okay. Well, that's no big deal. Okay, is this because... There we go. And that's what it does? Or no? Pulverized iron. Yep. Sure does. It doubles it. I could go put it in the smeltery. This is kind of fun to use, though. My computer just decided to start up really loud. Alright, let's go back down again while that's cooking. Storage. And we're gonna go over here. One of these, yeah. And do that. There we go. I don't want to cook those because I want those to be doubled as well, so... Pardon me. Let's go up to the roof, put these back in. We'll save these because I'm sure it was... It's probably to turn them into the other thing, too. Alright, main level. I've always been interested in what this is. I don't know... Bam! Explosions. 7 blocks. Oh, and it's doing the ingots. Good. I was getting ready to look for my, my time in a bottle. This pack doesn't have it. No, shh. Okay, there's that. Let me get another diamond. Okay, what about the other gun? Pardon me. Isn't that the other one we have to make next? Let me make sure. The golden gun, yeah. How do we make that one? It doesn't say. Okay, well that's fine. Well, here, we can make this one now. Unwieldy CAD. Alright. Your first CAD will be made from simple iron. Simply put it in the assembly station to activate it. It won't be able to do much, but it will open up a tutorial that you can play around with. Okay. Basement. I was trying to remember what level that was on. Ta-da! So where does it open the thing at? What in the world was that? Iron CAD, potency 100, efficiency 70. So do I have to put a battery and everything with it? Would it say a battery? We'll need a core, socket, and some batteries added during assembly or reassembly. Okay, so how do I take it apart? Oh. Okay, so how do I make a battery? Basic CAD core. Oh, I need side dust. Pardon me. Spell infusion? So, okay. Did the tutorial open up and I just didn't see it? Pardon me. Does it like do anything if I... No? Well, because it shows like redstone and everything, so I didn't know if maybe it does something. Oh, my book. What about my book? Does my book have a side book in it? No. Does it even have one? Oh, a spell programmer. We're probably gonna need to make that too. Alright, let's make that. Maybe that'll do something. Okay. Well, see, we need side dust, though. I don't understand how to get it. It says spell infusion. That and redstone. Iron CAD. So do I shoot it at the redstone? Redstone's upstairs. I'll leave that there. No. Oh, I do. Okay. Cool. Unequip your CAD and press P to use it. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I'm getting a C. Now I get it. All right. Level 1. Learn. Welcome to the leveling menu. It looks like you've gotten acquainted with your brand new CAD. This menu serves as school for the mod, and this is your first tutorial. Don't worry, this is the longest one, as it has to teach you the basics. To get started programming spells, you need a spell programmer. To run your spells, you need also a better CAD than the one you have right now. One with all the components. Look up the various CAD components, assembly, core, socket, battery, and optionally the colorizer. Create one. You don't have to make another assembly. You can put the current CAD, that is effectively just an assembly, in your crafting grid and revert it to the assembly. Lastly, spells also need to be put into the spell bullets to make yourself all of that. Lastly, spells also need to be put into spell bullets. So make yourself all of that stuff and let's get rolling. After you're set with all you need, open up your spell programmer by right-clicking it. This is a large grid. This is where the magic happens. The programming system is less of a traditionally complex programming system, more of a simple sequence of actions. To add a piece to the grid, right-click any part of it, then select it from that piece that come up. As you can see at the bottom, you have 2 available pieces. Okay, hold on. Let me, before I keep going. Pardon me. So now I can make this one. All right. So a basic CAD core. There we go. A basic CAD battery. I'm missing gold. Or can I make a no. Oh, I can't. I can make a diamond, right? Oh no, it has to have something on it. Did you see that? Just in case you didn't see. It has to have this. Greater infusion. So I probably can't do that yet. Same with that one. That one has... Trick has to have infusion. So this one we can make, though, because we've already made it. So I just need a piece of gold. Alright, so let's make that. Okay, so I got the battery, the core. Now I need a socket. Oh, well, we can't make those yet. So it has to be a basic socket. And then the colorizer if I want it. Any block glass and any whatever color I want, basically. Do I have any block glass up here? No. Alright, let's go down. Pardon me. So this is pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. There's 2 pieces of glass. And then I need a die of some sort. Let's do red, I guess. Okay, so we gotta find the red one. There it is. Okay, so now we take this and put it in here. We go back to the assembly. Is that guy still digging down here? Really? Why isn't he digging? I don't know. Huh. I have no clue. What's he trying to do? Is he hungry? Will he teleport to me? I guess not. So do I have to repack him and then... Oh, wrong one. So he has to be able to get to it. I'm gonna have to figure out a way for him to get to it, because... There you go. Okay. Oh, that's the colorizer. Okay, so now it's red. Has 5,000 psi, whatever that is. Like on the side. The power. Okay, no P. Alright, once you have more, you'll be able to assemble them with greater spells in a myriad of different ways. Oh, we forgot to make the spell thing. That's right. Spell programmer. Okay, so we need some of that infinity. We need infinity dust. That's down the bottom. Pardon me. I'm really sorry. Allergies are killing me today. Okay. Main level. Wait, did it say something? No, okay. No, it's not the main level. We want to go to... Well, wait a minute. What do we need? What do we need for, here? Iron. So we should be able to make this. Let me, get those real quick. Yep. Okay. Let's go back down in the basement. And then we'll do... There we go. Okay, right click. So we've got it right click now. Fantastic. Let's go back to the tutorial. The pieces you have available are selector caster and the trick debug. Tricks are the most important part of the spell. Interacts with the world, and in our case, the debug trick is exceptional as it just writes a value to the player's chat. Start off by placing them in the grid adjacent to each other. When you left-click on your selector caster, you will find that there is nothing special about how... nothing special happens. However, when you do the same for your trick debug, a panel appears to the left where you can configure the inputs of this piece. Okay. The piece's parameters. The parameters are the info that goes into the piece in order to allow it to do its thing. Our debug trick sends out something into the chat so we know what the thing is. Take the target parameter and click the one of the arrows so you can so that your selector caster looks like it's pointing towards the debug. If you hold shift while looking at the piece, you can see what types of parameters it needs or what type it sends out. This is useful so you can pair the right pieces together. Ignore the number parameter for now. We'll cover that later. If you've done this correctly, you should see an X on the top turn and then into the check mark. Don't worry about those for now. If you're still seeing the red X hover over it, and it'll see what error and try to correct it. Now we need to take the okay, hold on. Spell has no tricks. Okay. Target. Okay, so it should be this. Required parameter is not set. 1-1. There we go. Okay. So now it's set to, it's pointing at this arrow, right? Okay, I think. It's confusing to me, but... Okay, you'll hear a... Okay, now your program made it, send it over to your CAD, grab a spell bullet, and right-click your spell programmer. Okay, do I have a spell? How do I make the spell bullets? Projectile spell bullet. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. No, don't use that one. Do I not have a crafting... Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, do I not have a crafting bench down here? Okay, how do I put... Cost multiplier 100%. Selects person casting a spell. Entity player living. Target any number. So it does that, but it won't let me put the spell bullet in. Unless it's projectile. Let me see if I make a projectile one real quick. I know I have arrows, so... storage. I will figure this out, darn it. I have no clue what I'm doing. It looks cool though, right? Like... Oh, I can just go down here. I don't know why I keep just... I probably should have made the projectile bullet first. I think it's that way. Whoops. $102%. Nope, that one won't go in either. Okay, so hold on, let me go back. Grab your spell bullet, right click on your spell programmer with it. Okay. Debug. There we go. Okay. So now it's programmed, right? Level 2 tutorial. Okay, let's talk about the number parameter. Last time you'll notice the parameter has an extra option in the center. That means that the parameter is optional. By selecting the center, you can disable it. In our case, the number parameter is simply a label of sorts. It can be useful if you have a more complex spell where we have multiple things being sent out to chat. It requires a number, so let's give it one. Now that we have an access to the constant number piece, add a number parameter to your debug piece and a constant number to your grid and connect it to your debug piece. You can set the number by clicking on the piece and just trying the number with the keyboard. Now that we're dealing with the multiple parameters, you can assume that in more complex grid, not everything will be adjacent, just as currently is. That's where connectors come. Another piece introduced here come in connectors do exactly as the name says, allows a piece to connect to another. They're like wires. You can put the connector adjacent to a piece and it'll transfer whatever the piece contains to whatever is on the end of the connector. You can make connectors line up with the other connectors if you need what you need is far away. A single connector line can send an object that points to any other pieces that are oriented to tap onto it. Remember to level up, you need to make a spell using a piece highlighted in red so you can use your constant number piece, preferably alongside the debug trick from the tutorial 1, but give connectors to a try as well. They'll be very important later. Since this is your second tutorial, it's worth noting that should you wish to reread other tutorials, they're available at the end of the left list, so just scroll down to find them. Okay, I think we read everything except for the very bottom. You'll hear a beep boop, now you're ready to load the bullet. Place your new CAD into the assembler, into the big slot in the top left, and you'll see that some slots below it open up. Place your bullet in there, then you can take out your CAD out to pick a spell, hold your CAD, and the same key to access this menu. You may only have one single CAD on you. If you have more than one in your inventory, spells will not work. In order to level up, you need to create and cast a spell that contains the piece highlighted in red on the last thing you've learned. In our case, we need to spell with the trick debug to be able to level up. Right-click your CAD with the bullet loaded, and you should be ready to move on. If you want to create more side dust, simply pick a slot that has no bullet in it. Okay. Whew. This is, Huh. I wonder what that does. Okay, so... So pick a constant. Right? You need to take the program you've made, send it over to grab the cat. Oh, that's tutorial 1, hold on. In our case, the number parameter is simply a label of sorts. It can be useful. We now have access to a constant number piece. Add the number parameter to your debug piece and add a constant number piece to your grid. Okay, so if I add one here, let's say, let's add 2, and then use a connector. Okay. Successful. Okay. So what do we do now? You can set the number by clicking the piece and just typing the number on your keyboard. Now that we're dealing with more complex grid, that's where the connector's another piece introduced. Remember to level up. You need to make a spell using the piece highlighted in red. Okay, so I have to... No? Is it supposed to be here? A connector? And then the caster? Let's see if that's what it's supposed to be. There we go. That's what it was. So the caster has to be at the end. I got it now. Okay. All right. So we did this. Let's see, what else did we do? We did the spell thing. Don't worry, spell programmer is easier than it sounds. Once you know how it works, you'll have a lot of fun testing out new things. First of all, I recommend reading all the information in the little tutorial. The way to open said information should pop sparkling into your mind once you hold a cat in your hands for the first time. After this, it's basically trial and error to mixing and matching programs, loading them into a spell, and seeing what happens. Or you can watch some tutorials. I heard an ancient device called Ibutu, or whatever, holds most of your answers you seek. Or was it the other way around? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm sure you can manage. All right, so there's that. Big batteries. Nice. So how do I get the stuff out? Like, so I have to do this first? Because, like, the battery, I need the battery, because I just... Huh. And what is it saying? My other computer's in the way. It just says 0, 0. Okay. So if I do like this, if I do 5, what does that do? I have a feeling that oh, he's working. I'm like, what is going on? Never mind. 5.0. Okay. So, that's a projectile. What other spells do we have? Charge spell, grenade spell, circle spell. I don't know if this hurts anybody. Like, is that what they're supposed to do? I don't quite understand the mod. Let's see. Nope. Who's shooting me now? You little shit. Take that, you little shit. So okay, I don't get what this does yet, but I'm sure I will. And where is that zombie at? There we go. Okay, let's go inside. Let's figure this out. We'll keep reading the tutorial. Storage. Scared me when I heard him digging. I was like, oh great. They're busting in. Now where did the loot bag go? I don't want to put the loot bag away. Well. That's cool that it sits up like that too. Alright, so back to tutorial. Well, actually, we're probably gonna go ahead and end there. We'll finish some more of the tutorial next time. And, yeah, what a weird device. Like, I don't even know if I'm doing it right. I have no clue if I'm doing it right. But we'll find out next time. Alright, as always, love you all, game on, and geek out.